This is the question that brings most people to buckwheat in the first place. Their neck hurts. They wake up stiff, they've tried foam, they've tried down, and nothing holds their head where it needs to be. So what's the best natural pillow for neck pain?
The buckwheat pillow. Most people who switch to it call it the best pillow they've ever owned. And the reason is the one thing your neck needs most: support that holds.
Support that holds. Break that down, because every pillow claims support.
Here's the difference, and it comes down to physics. Most fills compress. You put your head down, the material squashes flat under the weight, and over the night, your head slowly sinks until your neck is bent. Buckwheat doesn't compress. The holes flex a little to take the shape of your head and neck, then they lock against each other and stop moving. Your head stays where you set it all night.
So with foam, my head is sinking, and with buckwheat, it's being held.
That's the whole game for neck pain. Memory foam slowly swallows your head into a warm crater, and your cervical spine bends with it. Buckwheat fills the gap between your skull and your shoulder and holds your neck neutral until morning. That stable, unmoving support is what physical therapists mean when they tell someone to get a firmer pillow.
What even is buckwheat? People hear it and think of pancakes.
It's the hull, the hard shell around the buckwheat seed. When buckwheat grain is harvested, the hulls are the leftover shells. They're a natural agricultural byproduct grown on regional farms here in the United States, with no synthetic pesticide treatment and no chemical processing. We clean them and they go straight into the cover.
And those hulls are firm enough to support a head all night.
Firm and shapeable at the same time, which is the magic of it. A single hull is light and hollow, but thousands of them packed together interlock into a structure that carries weight without giving way. You mold it once to your neck, and it stays molded.
Let's talk about the thing everyone has heard about buckwheat: the sound. People picture a crunchy, noisy pillow.
They picture that for a good reason, and we engineered our way out of it. Most buckwheat pillows use roasted hulls, which keep their natural shape, little three-sided pyramids. Those hard points are what rub and crunch against your ear. Our hulls go through an air-jet cleaning process that breaks them down into flatter, single-sided polished pieces before they ever reach the cover.
And that quiets it down.
By a lot. The polished pieces slide past each other instead of grinding, which cuts the movement noise by up to 68% in our own air-jet testing, and it makes the whole surface softer against your face. You get the famous buckwheat support on a pillow that's quieter and gentler than the pyramid hull version most people are picturing.
So the soft, dry sound that's left, how long until you stop hearing it?
Most people stop noticing it within the first 3 to 7 nights. Your brain files it under harmless background noise, the way you stop hearing a fan. And the 60-night trial is there so your body has the time to settle in before you decide.
Okay, temperature. A firm pillow that traps heat would be a deal breaker for a lot of people.
This is my favorite part, because buckwheat is the coolest pillow we make, and it does it with zero technology. Between every hull, there are thousands of tiny air channels. Warm air from your head rises up and out, cool air moves in to replace it, and that convection runs all night long.
So no cooling gel, no special fabric.
None of it. And that matters because gels and coatings wear out and stop working after a year or two. This is just the shape of the fill. Air moving through hulls doesn't degrade. The pillow sleeps as cool in year 5 as it did on night 1. For someone who runs hot and needs firm support, there isn't a better combination anywhere.
Let's get the certification straight, because I know you're careful about this.
I am. The cover is organic cotton, certified to the Global Organic Textile Standard, license GOTS 10229, issued by Oregon Tilth, and you can search it in the public database. The holes themselves are a natural agricultural byproduct, USA grown without synthetic pesticides, so the organic certification applies to the cover, not the fill. I want to be precise about that because plenty of brands would blur it.
Now the honest trade-off. This pillow is heavy.
It is about 8 pounds, the heaviest single fill pillow we make. And the weight is part of why the support feels so stable, because the pillow doesn't slide or bunch under you. The flip side is simple. This is not a travel pillow. It lives on your bed. If you sleep in one place and your neck needs real support, the weight earns its keep.
And like the others, you can dial it in.
Same side zipper. It ships overstuffed, about 30% more hulls than most people want. And you scoop hulls out until the height supports your cervical curve right where it feels neutral. Side sleepers usually keep it fuller for the taller gap at the shoulder. Back sleepers tend to remove some for a lower profile. Took out too much? Add it back. And these hulls last 7 to 10 years, with replacement hulls available when they finally break down.
So who is this pillow really for?
First, anyone with neck or upper back pain who has woken up in a foam crater and knows they need something firmer. It's for the person a physical therapist sent looking for real cervical support. And it's for hot sleepers who need that firm support without sleeping warm because no other fill gives you both at once.
And who should look at something else?
If you love a soft sink-in pillow and your neck feels fine, Buckwheat will feel like a big change, and the kapok or cotton pillow will make you happier. If you travel constantly, the weight is a real factor. And if you want most of Buckwheat's support with a softer, silent side to flip to, that's the Buckwool Hybrid.
Where do people go to try it?
Circadianrest.com, the Buckwheat pillow. 60 nights to live with it, free shipping both ways. Give your neck about a week to settle into real support before you judge it. If it isn't for you, send it back for a full refund.
There it is. If your neck needs a pillow that holds its position instead of letting your head sink, Buckwheat is the one. Firm cervical support, the coolest sleep of any fill, and a polished, quieter hole you can shape to your own neck. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll catch you on the next one.